welcome to AKT Celebrity Reads. Okay, y'all want to make sure the lighting's good. Hello. Hello, everybody. I love you. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate you loving me. See, I got the candle. Loving me, supporting me, sharing your donations with me. It means everything to me. I'm glad you all love me. You appreciate me. You fight for me. I love the hearts. That's right. I love them. I can feel them going into my skin. I love the hearts. I love it every time you send me hearts. I got a new outfit on. Let's see if you can see it. I'm all sparkly tonight. I'm all glittery and sparkly. Let me see. I'll try to show you the back. I don't know, can you see? And it's like hot fire engine red. I know hey Ginger, hi my beautiful baby. Ginger has been trying to help me research all day. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. She has worked so hard, she didn't have to do it. But she took time out of her schedule to try to, hi Jacretia, hi beautiful baby. I think I have to apologize to her because I sent her in the wrong direction to look. And I'm going to tell you in a minute what she was helping me look for. But I think, because she's really clever. Quite smart, because I'm having to learn from you all how to research and dig and look for stuff, and you all are better than me at it. So she was looking and came up with a lot of good properties, but I think reason why, thank you, Ashley, I wanted to wear something red, even though I love my Nipsey blue, I still got the blue gloves. I really needed something bright and red, and I'm going to say to you, too, I did not finish this reading. It's so heavy, and I'm going to tell you, I was really intimidated by one of the people because he's so brilliant, he's so brainy. I had these two incredible men, one younger, which is Nipsey, and one older, which is Malcolm X, the God. Okay. I have the pleasure of being in his energy. Malcolm loves Nipsey. And not only was it Malcolm that stepped in, you're not going to believe it. I had Malcolm step in. I had Martin Luther King step in. You know, they came in the first time. Thank you, Tony. I'll get more red because I look better. My complexion, because, you know, there are different types of red. So you have like the burgundy, deep red, blood red. And I like that one too. But I realized this one looks better on my complexion. It brings out the undertone of charisma because it's more like a tomatoey red. I think it's like an orangey, might have orangey undertones, yellow undertones. This red looks better on my complexion. I think it kind of makes my complexion kind of like stand out or something. You should always wear good clothes that bring out the undertones in your complexion. So I'm learning now. I always loved black. That was my favorite color, but then people like, you need to get out of wearing all that black all the time. And so I'm daring now to try to wear other colors. So I'm glad you all like it because I'm telling you, with your love and donations, I still got to be able to get out of the house to go get some soul food because you all make sure I have donations to get my soul food, to buy me cute little outfits that you like for me to have on. And so it means everything. So I do all of this for you. But yeah, this reading has been so heavy. I'm exhausted, and then I read during the day. And let me say something very quickly. If you want a reading from me, and people say, well, why don't you be more professional and do the website and put the readings there? No, I'm not going to put them there. Why? Because I don't read anybody. Okay, you have to send me your full name, the name of the person that you're interested in reading. You have to send me a face pic of yourself. You have to send me a face pic of the person and the exact questions that you have. I will look over them and I will decide if I want to do your reading. I'm different than everyone else. I don't want to read everybody. I don't like the drama. And a lot of people have come to me with drama. And so that's how mine go. You need to email me. Send me the face pic of you and who you ask about. Send me the exact questions. I will then respond and let you know, okay, this is the link. This is what do you want? 15 minutes. I have 15-minute blocks, 30-minute blocks, hour blocks. That's how I do. I don't want to be, because I'm already overloaded. There are people I haven't done readings. I owe people reading from a month ago. I've been so busy. And some of them are so deep and important that I don't like to do cold readings. I like to take my time. There are a lot of people that will do a cold reading, and to me, that doesn't do you justice, and it doesn't do me justice, because I don't want to be talked about. Now, I know you're going to talk about me, but a couple things I don't want you to say, that I cheated you out of money, that I took money from you, I took advantage of you, and that I lied to you. I don't want that. Anything else you say, I can handle. Hi, Philanda, because it's people that if we don't get along, I don't like the way you're talking to me, you don't like the way I'm talking to you, I will hurry up and give you money back. You can ask about me. I'm not going to fight you on money. Unless I've already given you a whole service. But hi Trish, if we're not getting along and you don't like my vibe, you don't like when I'm talking to you, I'll easily give it back and we can act like we never ever met. That's how I get down. Most people don't do that, but I'm going to do it. Because I don't want it said that I take advantage of people. That's one thing I cannot take people saying. And if you say it, you better prove it. Because I know that I don't live that way. Because I've been scammed and taken advantage of by psychics in the past and lied to and tricked and then ignored. So I don't live that way. That's why I will not read anybody for $1. I do want to apologize. I'm going to apologize publicly. To people that have come to me that I have been nasty to this week. I will really say I've been nasty to a couple of clients. And sometimes I am a bitch. Sometimes I'm really nasty. I'm going to say that right now. And I apologize to them. Now, we got it correct before I got off the phone with them. I'm going to tell you what I consider nasty. And this is something I really got to get. I got to stop doing this. When some woman comes to me for a reading, and it's usually around love and relationship, they ask me the question about the man. Where's this going to go? What's he doing? I answer the question, and then some questions they'll ask me, like, well, so where do you see this going? And I'm like, well, where do you see it going? Because to me, when a woman's standing in vagina power, or she has to get in vagina power, I will not leave that up to an answer I give you, or up to the stars where people are hoping and waiting for something. That's what I mean about being nasty, because then I'll go off. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Do you realize that you are the most powerful thing walking on this fucking planet? You are vagina power, and this man, you're waiting for him to make a decision. You're waiting for your children to stop disrespecting you, and the source comes for you. The children come out of your pussy, and then the man go up in your pussy, and then you have a relationship with this man, and he mistreats you, uses you, abuses you, and then you ask me, where do I see it going? Where the fuck do you see it going? Why do you let this man disrespect you? Why do you let children that were raised in your fucking womb get out of your womb and disrespect you and treat you any kind of way, and then ask me, is he going to change? Are you going to fucking change? Are you gonna goddamn change? Because nothing that come out of your ass should ever make you wonder about what he gonna do, what he not gonna do, is he gonna disrespect you, he live in your house, you gave birth to him, you pay the bills, he go to school, and he don't want to go to work, he halfway go to school, don't do his work, disrespect you, don't clean his fucking room, and then I go off. I don't need to do that. Because there are certain things I believe a woman have the power over. What you gave birth to, and if it cannot respect you, the fucker need to go. If the man is fucking you in the pussy, now fucking you in your motherfucking head, and taking you around in circles, don't ask me where the fuck it go. I need to ask you, goddammit. Because you the generator of this shit, not him. So that's why I say, yeah, I've been a bitch this week. It's none of my business. You didn't ask me how to step your pussy game up. You asked me what's the nigga gonna come around. Okay. That's a yes or a no. But to me, it's a yes and a goddamn no. Because it's you gonna wake up and realize that you the baddest motherfucking bitch on the planet, that everything begin and motherfucking end with a goddamn female. Not a fucking man.
unless you give him the power. And I will submit to a nigga if it benefits me and him. And he doing what the fuck I want him to do, as well as I'm doing what the fuck he want me to do. That's different. Nigga fucking you around and you done gave the nigga like Anita Baker the best that you motherfucking got. And the nigga giving you halfway shit and on and off and fucking around and lying and fucking the money over. See, that's why I said I've been a bitch this week. Because I shouldn't have responded like that. Now, what I'm going to do, because I'm being honest, because I don't want none of you women to say the shit, oh, she was nasty, why you talking to me like that? I love you, Linda. Hey, don't, you ain't got to say it, because I can admit this shit. Because I hate seeing a weak, broken bitch. Because I lived that way from being abused. Hi, beautiful Ruby. My whole life, and my mother wanted her children that way so she could feel more powerful than them. So I looked for older women to be my role models and my mothers, and they didn't want to be that, and they hurt me too, and I was very disappointed looking for a mother until I realized I was my own mother. So I have to talk rough to me because I was a soft bitch. I see, you know, I cry, and every time somebody says something hurt my feeling, I just fucking break down. So I had to learn. When I first doing my vagina power show, I'm talking penis power and dick will make you slap somebody. All those things that are still viral. I was talking to me because nobody would talk to me. And I got tired of being such a good-hearted person and getting fucked by bitches and niggas. Having so-called women say they love me. It was my friend fucking take advantage of me. Always got their hand out. And then when I needed something, the bitch gone fucking the same nigga that I was just consoling you all day and all night about that don't give a fuck about you and you paying the nigga bills while he fucking another bitch. So I had to learn these things the hard way. So, because there are a lot of women that will see you suffer and struggle and will watch you do it and laugh about it because they're already jealous of you and they feel like if I get this bitch the game and she's tight on the inside and tight on the outside, the bitch gonna get ahead of me. That's how this. And see, I don't do that. So I don't talk to all women like that. I have a tendency to talk to women like that I see the power in them. I see the potential to be great in them, and it's like they don't see it, and they whining and shit about a fucking human being that treat them in a kind of way, and then they keep the motherfucker in their life, and then the nigga's a narcissist, so he blamed them for him disrespecting and using them. You see, I don't like that. So when I see a woman like that, I try to wake the fuck up. Don't you realize what you are and who you are? You can erase this world and create a whole nother world that's bigger, better, more powerful, more magnificent than what the fuck you're getting. As soon as you know who you are and stand in it. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm not doing that no more, so I apologize. Because you didn't ask me for that. You asked me for a simple reading, the nigga love you. Is he going to stop fucking around? Is he going to fuck another bitch? Is going to be... Okay, I'm gonna stick to the script. I'm not going to go off script. Because that's not the only reason I'm going to do that in the future. You're not going to be honest about my shit. I was just trying to help. And then I explained to them when they go, why you talking to me like this, Alexyss? Why you mad at me? I said, baby, I'm not mad. I'm just trying to wake you up because you don't know what you got. You don't know who you are. I'm just trying to make you see it before you get off the phone because I'm not going to be around long. I got to go do other shit. So what I said I was going to do, I'm just going to write this stuff in books and leave it for you. So one day I'm not physically here. You'll still have me here. You'll have the videos. You'll have the books. But from now on, I get so frustrated because I see women have so much power, but they don't know. And then they want to come to me and they want to whine about a bitch ass nigga. Or disrespectful child, disrespectful son. Usually, let me tell you something about boys, because I have one. Boys don't go by what you say. They go by what the fuck you do. So if you let the son run over you because you have issues about your childhood and about his daddy and about all the men that disrespect you and you still have the hurt and pain over that, and it's hard for you to stand up with, to your child or punish the child because it's so painful for you because you still got your own shit. You ain't got over the way you was treated. When men disrespect you, it's usually, and you let them and you go back and forth, it's usually an extension of how you let your son do. Or don't do, or won't make him accountable for. Boys don't understand force. They understand intellectual logic and reason. And boys are not emotional like women unless they're taught to be that way. They got a punk ass daddy or a real emotional, conflicted mother that needs a lot of healing. When you see a boy or a man that's very emotional, conflicted, he had a lot of feminine energy from a woman that's not balanced. Okay. I know that because I was that. And I have to talk to my son now, and I even say, hey, baby, no, you're not going to handle her like that. You're not going to talk to that girl like that. And you're not going to talk to me like that. And you're seeing things wrong. Right now, this particular thing you're talking about, I need you to see this logically. And I'm sorry because that was my fault. Because I didn't pick the right daddy for you. You got to be more logical with this thing and not emotional. And he's like, Mama, what you talking? I said, look, I'm a woman. I'm not your father. But I'm telling you as a woman, from what I'm seeing with you, baby, right now with this particular thing, you're too emotional. Now, you got to balance that out now. And he be thinking, he'd get off to himself, he thinking, he said, no, Mama, you're right. Okay, so I got into that, so I apologize, letting you know if you come to me, just tell me if I go in that mode, Alexyss, I don't want to be a vagina power, I don't want to pep talk, I love the nigga, I just want to know if the nigga gonna come back, the nigga still gonna be here. I like being a punk bitch, I'm happy with the fuck I'm at, don't try to change me, don't try to tell me I'm great and I'm a bad bitch, all this, just let me leave it with, because I think I'm wrong. For seeing that and want to bring that out of women unless you ask me for that. And then another thing I'm very irritated about. Nipsey. I'm very irritated about Nipsey because I've been dealing with what he's gone through, and then I seen another video where a young man, his last name is Wilson. I forgot the first name. He got a letter from someone that says they're an OG in LA and said the people in the neighborhood know what happened to Nipsey. And it broke my heart. For the past couple days, I've been so stressed, so angry, and so hurt. I just, I got to balance this out because I'm also, that's why I'm apologizing. Because this is very difficult for me to handle. It's like, yes, Sam. Thank you, Sam Wilson. And I don't know how he feels about psychics. He probably doesn't like psychics. From a comment I made, I heard him he got an argument with some other psychic. I don't know. But I saw the letter where this OG from LA said they were friends with Nipsey. And hello, everybody. And that the neighborhood knows who killed him, and said they beat him and tortured him and taunted him, stretched it out. They didn't do it quickly, just like I said. How it went in phases, and it went from the master burger, said it started outside, chased him to the back of the store, into the marathon, and then I'm seeing that this actually branched off because from the very beginning in April, I said I saw the killer in the back of Nipsey's store. Thank you, Duane. And then the last time I did the Cowboy series, I saw men outside. I saw killers outside, several people waiting on Nipsey, and they did something to him in the back, not just like in the inside of the store, outside. And I saw it when I really looked at, like I said in Cowboy 1, 2, and 3. It started at the Master Burger. And then I saw it come out of the door. But anyway, let me do libations because I've got something to tell y'all. And again, like I say, I'm not going to get into all of it because it's too much. Malcolm came in here. MLK came in here. Goddamn it, Steve Coakley came in here. And Dick Gregory came in here. But you talking about some shit. Goddamn. Boy, I had some heavy hitters in here. But I got to get back with y'all on it because I didn't finish it. And I don't think some of y'all... Oh, and I have Malcolm Latif Shabazz Jr. I think I got his name right. That's Malcolm X's grandson, the one they killed down there in Mexico. Now that's... Have mercy. Let me do my libations. I got to drink that. I need this shit tonight, goddammit. Because this a motherfucker here. Now, like I say, I'm not going to give you a date when I'm coming back. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, because I need a break. This is some heavy shit that's going down right here. So, oh boy. I got to come back, y'all. Let me light this cigar, because I need all the help I could get with all of them in here. Very, very powerful men. Oh yes, I forgot. Not only did Malcolm X come in here, Betty Shabazz, Malcolm X's wife, came in here, and I'm asking Malcolm, oh my God, I thought you wanted to speak to Nipsey. We were just going to see what you had to say for Nipsey, and he said, I cannot speak for, he called Nipsey his son. He looked at Nipsey like a son. He said, before I get to that, I have to take you backwards. I'm getting chills. I think I have company. And I said, yes, sir. I have so much respect, yes, sir, for him. I will do what you want. And we went back to his father. We went back to Malcolm's father on the railroad track. And we went from the father to Malcolm, and then to the grandson, Hussle, and to Nipsey. You're not going to believe this. This was so beautiful. I have to come back and give it to you. First, I want to say something else to Black Sam. Now, I don't know if he'll ever see these messages, but it is my responsibility to give them to him. As Nipsey asked, the last message I gave to Black Sam, and I told you all, Nipsey said the Ace of Spades and the Five of Spades. Now, I didn't know what I was talking about, and I didn't know what it meant at the time. I did not know that Nipsey liked a champagne, Jay-Z's champagne, the Ace of Spades. He always drank it, and he always had it with him. And people say, you know, that's the gold bottle that he has on the plane with his grandmother, his beautiful grandmother. And he always has the Ace of Spades. And then I didn't know when I had seen, I said Jay-Z had one. I didn't know that was the same one. And then I told you, I read the definitions of it, and they brought it to me that the Ace of Spades is supposed to be for blessing, but the military had flipped it upside down and made it for death. So I knew, I wasn't sure that's exactly what he was trying to say, because I don't understand they code. He said, Sam will know what I'm talking about. So I told him the best I could. Well, let me tell you something else that I must put out there for Sam. In case somebody tell him, repeat it to him. I hope somebody tell it to him. I was looking the other day, and someone had told me about a movie. They said that Johnny Depp was in a movie called Ace of Spades. I looked for the movie, and I couldn't find anything with the Ace of Spades where they said a woman was in there, a master of poisons. And Nipsey had mentioned to me before that he was concerned about who Sam dealt with, what women he dealt with, who he took water and food from because they may poison him. I'm going to say something, and I know you all might think it's crazy, but someone would like to steal that estate from Sam if they can, or actually murder him and have the women vulnerable, whittle that security down around Nipsey's estate. There are spies inside of that company, inside of Nipsey's family right now. And even though I see really good things coming, new opportunities, new things are getting ready to open up for Nipsey, it's still people thieving and spying and trying to steal money from his estate and even telling lies to keep the confusion going and keep the chaos and conflict around it, so you cannot see what these people in there are trying to do. And then the babies, I see they are good. The daughter, Imani, is good. Also, I don't know, you all, please tell me if there was a hearing with Eric Holder today. I didn't see anything. I couldn't find anything. If it was, please tell me how that went, what type of hearing it was, and what the judge decided to do. Okay, I see Amani happy. I know her mother, Tanisha, is spending time with her. Tanisha wants custody. So I see her doing well. I see Cross doing well. But I will say, well, as far as they're physically well and happy, Cross is very lonely. Cross feels emotionally and psychologically neglected. He misses his father terribly. And I don't see he's getting the love and nurturing and attention that he needs to get from his mother. There is some type of tension there and agitation, and she sometimes directs that. I'm trying not to say too much because I see I upset people. But I have to do what the Spirit tells me to do. I have to say what the Spirit tells me to say. Oh, let me make that very clear for you bitches. This is a reading, and this is a spiritual reading. This is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I'm saying is alleged, even though I mean, and let me get close, I mean every fucking thing I am saying to you. But I will still say, because I don't know these people personally, this is a spiritual reading, because this is where I'm getting the information from in the Spirit. So this is for entertainment purposes. You can kiss my ass. I'm going to say, what the fuck I say, I'm going to stand by my reading until you prove me wrong. And then I will retract it, I'll apologize, and I'll take it down. No reader says that but me. I have no problem with that, but I'm still going to say in the meantime what I feel and what I see on the spiritual level. Cross is lonely. Cross is a very unhappy baby. That baby's so beautiful, so God, that's a pretty ass baby. But that baby misses daddy, and his daddy miss him, and he comes around him. He don't like what he's seeing at all. She's angry with him. She's angry with his father because of what went on and what didn't go on with them. She take it out on that little boy. And I really hope that that changes, because that child is very special. He's just like his father. And he needs a lot of energy, a lot of love and understanding, and a lot of physical and psychological stimulation. He's very talented. But he's lonely. I've tapped into him several times this week. He's lonely. He doesn't feel like his mama loves him like his father would love him. And it just hurts me. It's so sad because he's such a special baby. He's such a sweet baby. And he's so intelligent. He's going to need her and everybody to love him, because his father physically is not here, but he is here with his father. His father's with him. And I'm telling you, I don't believe Tanisha should have her daughter. I think that there should be joint custody. She should be around her mother and see her mother, but her mother should not have total control over her, because I sense as that little girl gets older, I'm afraid of maybe potential arguments or confrontations with her and her mother and the people that she associates with, and I don't want that little girl molested. That's what I'm saying. The mother doesn't always have the best judgment with men and friends. She really don't have no friends. And some of those same men that screw her will start looking at that baby. And as Nipsey's also afraid of it, he don't want anybody touching his little girl or making sexual advances towards his little girl. And I just get a bad vibe when it comes to that. But should she see her daughter? Hell yes. Should she be around her daughter? Hell yes. I would never say keep her from her daughter. I do not believe that. But is she the best and only role model for that daughter? No, because she wants that money. And as soon as she gets that money, other people are hoping this go her way so they can get their hands on that money. That is all I'm going to say about that right now. Now, getting back to Black Sam. I found a movie, and you all can look it up, and I know it pertains to this. This is 1935. A movie called The Ace of Spades from 1935. Let me read you a synopsis of the movie. The wife of a candidate for Parliament is having an affair with the brother of her husband's rival. Her lover is running for election on a promise of building a railway. On the promise of building a railway. on the promise of building, have mercy, a railway that the community needs, but a wealthy landowner won't give permission for the railway to be built over his land. When the landowner is later found dead, suspicion falls on the adulterous candidate. Sound familiar? Now, even though Nipsey was not married, he was with a woman that cheated. Possibly with a rival, someone that was in competition that wanted something financially from him and had interest in the land. Go look it up. You think I'm lying. It's 1935, a movie that was made in 1935 called The Ace of Spades. But also the other one that Nipsey led me to, it also dealt with a female that is an expert in poisons and manipulation and deception. Okay, that. Remember what I told you all? Remember what we're dealing with. Smiling faces. Smiling faces. Sometimes they don't tell the truth. They lie, and I got proof. Smiling faces. Masks. That's what we're dealing with. People with masks. Now, when I get back, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Remember when the ones that you all that follow me, I said, I think it was in the Cowboy 1, 2, and 3. I said that I saw a white face and Asians, and now we know Asians own the property. Now we know that Asians work on the property, have businesses there. Someone told me their Asians or Filipinos still have businesses in that Marathon Plaza. I'll tell you, I felt an Asian presence the day Nipsey was assassinated, and I saw a white face. I saw a man, a white-faced man that was disguised. Now, I know there were two. And I remember I read some of the comments that people, there were other psychics too that said this about me. They said, as well as regular people, they said, you know what, her readings just get more bizarre. Every goddamn time she do one. This shit's so bizarre and just so fucking far out. And she's just kind of crazy that I don't even watch her readings no more. Yeah. That's okay with me. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, she got evil demons on her. She put demons on you when you get on the video. No, I don't. No, I don't. I talk to them. I talk to any spirit that wants to share with me. But am I an evil demon person? No. Okay. Well, I found a white face. Do you remember when they said that Eric Holder pistol whipped a man before he came and shot Nipsey? I didn't know until I happened to come across a video the other night. This man's name is Blaze Carafello. Does that sound like a nigga to you? No. Unless he has a white parent. It's a white guy. Go look it up. Now, I don't know his whole connection in this, but I know he knows something about what happened to Nipsey. Why? Remember when I also said a white face? I saw somebody flew in, drove out, and flew out. This guy was so scared after that happened to Eric Holder. Now, he claims he knew Eric Holder, said he would buy drugs from him. But what I am seeing about this white man, he kind of looks Italian, the way his face is, hump nose, stuff. He looks Italian, even though there would still be one of the European families. Blaise. Blaze Carafello. Carafello. He's so white face that I kept saying a white face. But you know, I'm crazy as fuck, you know. So he says he was buying drugs from Eric, and something happened to make Eric pistol whip him. He then, after Nipsey's assassinated, he said he's so scared about what happened. He then calls two women, and one of them he's fucking. They give him money to ride out on a bus. He then leaves LA to go to New Jersey. You know, but because I'm crazy like that. When he gets there, the two women call an attorney. You can look this up. You know. Because I know how y'all get down. And I love it when you say you saw a picture of a white man with Eric Holder in jail. And there was a video of the childhood friend with a white man behind. Oh, see, I didn't even know anything about that. Because I'm thinking I'm just as crazy as y'all think I am. Not y'all, but the ones that don't support me. I'm thinking I'm just crazy. But I said it anyway. Because that's what Nipsey said. As the Spirit said. The lady gets the attorney. He swears he had nothing to do with it. But he's scared. Hi, Bash. He's scared of them. And he doesn't want to talk. He feels like his life is in danger. He wants to be protected. And now I think he's just gone black. Meaning, you can't pick him up on the radar. So, I feel like he's being hidden. He's made some type of agreement and he's being protected. I also see this man is a junkie. This man is a junkie and a bisexual. And he had some type of close friendship with Eric Holder. I don't believe that they just met that one day to buy some drugs. The drug deal went bad. And then he pistol whips him and he runs to disappear. He was very afraid. I see at the last minute he thought he was going to be killed or he thought he was going to go to jail. So at the last minute he made an abrupt turn and then he called the lover, which is one of the two women in New Jersey. He said, I need help. I got to get out of here. They sent him money and that's how he was able to ride out. And I didn't notice when I said it. I just found it out a few days ago when I saw a YouTube video where one lady and a young man said, let's look at all the players here. And I'm watching and I said, oh, white face. That's a white face. There weren't all black people there. And then I saw a white face Asian and a mixed person. So I'm listening and then I look him up and they show his face and said this man is scared. He's in hiding, but they think he knows something and I think he does too. From what I looked at, this man is a big liar. He's very manipulative and I heard the drug Adderall. This guy is a prescription junkie as well as taking drugs on the street and this guy is very sick. He is handicapped. When I say that, not like hopping, I can't walk. I'm saying this guy is psychologically handicapped and he has some physical problems from abuse, drug abuse, self-abuse, doing and drinking anything. Oh, Bonnie, thank you. You got some proof, Bonnie? Thank you. And yeah, he's a junkie and a bisexual. He has several drug addictions and he cannot deal with, and he gets the shakes. So I'm wondering what type of drug this man is taking. He has real bad anxiety and he gets really nervous. He gets agitated. He starts to shake and he has to take something. So I see him getting prescriptions, but to deal with these mental and emotional problems and then the physical problems, I'm seeing holes in the skin. Something with his chest too. Something happened here from him doing the drug use and the abuse, that his veins are damaged in the lung, and then in the arm, I'm seeing something shot. I don't want to assume everything what it is because, like I say, I didn't do the full reading yet, but I just wanted to mention that since thank you, 29-year-old. You know, I wanted to say, too, this young man, he's 18 years old, and he wrote me a letter the other day, and he said, I'm only 18, and I know you're a mature woman, but I just want to let you know you're just oozing sex, little boy. Little boy, y'all better go on, because I don't want your mama looking for me, because you don't want none of this now. You don't want none of it, little boy. Now, thank you for the compliment and everything. I think it's wonderful that young men find me hot, but I ain't gonna go there, okay? Y'all better stop sending me them secret love letters. I ain't like them other teachers that'll hit y'all ass off now. But thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Now, Blaze Carafello, I'm going to come back and do more on him, but it is very true about him. This guy is terrified. And he does not want to come nowhere near Eric Holder. He doesn't want to go back to LA and be around them because he's scared they're going to get in that ass. And he may not survive it. He's really scared of these people. And there's a lot of things I see that he saw that makes him feel like they're going to do this to him because he knows something. But he will not tell what he knows, so he's begging for protection. Okay? I'll get on him later. Whew. Now, let me tell you something else. I was going to do the Malcolm X part first, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in here because now this is wild. And I agree with people when they say that I be saying some wild shit. This shit do be goddamn wild and way out and off the motherfucker chain. I give it to them. This shit is out of sight. But you got to have an open mind fucking with me. Because I have an open mind when they come in here and when Nipsey tell me shit and the spirits tell me shit, I have an open mind. You're right, Ginger. It is a cop involved in this because I saw him in the past couple of days. And what really bothered me, again, like I say, because I said, was it in, I think Cowboy 1, 2, and 3, they came to do this and they jumped him outside. But he was down, like, on the ground. Yes, it is the underworld in this bitch. They was kicking him, stomping him, and punching him. And they were taunting him. But I had already said it before I heard Mr. Wilson say that the OG that he said Nipsey called Wolf had said a couple of days ago. Remember, go look at the dates of his video and mine. Well, I said they taunted him. They stretched it out. They broke up the time. They started early in the morning before 12, attacked him, but they didn't want to kill him. They wanted to taunt him and talk shit to him, lean over him. And then it started down there. Do y'all remember when I said, and then people said I was crazy about that. One lady made a comment and said, well, why? Oh, damn. First you said you saw blood in the marathon. And then you said you saw it in the barbershop. Now you say you're seeing it at the Master Burger. Now you say you see some DNA at his house. And I said everybody has DNA at their house because they live there. Thank you, Shelley. When I told you I started at the Master Burger once I could see the pictures of it. The Master Burger got a pyramid. The barbershop got a pyramid. I said, that's the place where I saw the blood. I thought it was just the barbershop. First I thought it was Marathon. Then I said, got a pyramid. And the lady said, did you know that when you said a pyramid, that's not Marathon? That's the barbershop. And I said, I didn't see the whole mall. So I said, goddamn, let me look at the whole mall. So I looked at the whole picture. I said, it was that one with the pyramid, and it was that one with the pyramid, which would be the Master Burger and the goddamn barbershop and the Marathon in between. And they was playing lookout over there in the goddamn T-Mobile with that mirror on there. And then somebody was in the little cut outside T-Mobile, like a little space. Some women's was in this too. When I said I seen a nigga, I said more than one. You can go look at the dates of it. And I said I seen him with DNA on his shoe. I seen blood underneath the shoe. And I seen it mixed with several DNA because I saw someone had a genetic problem and a blood disability. I'm sick too, Ruby. I seen somebody with a blood disease and now we're seeing here chromosomal deficiency with the X factor. That's what Malcolm told me. So I got to read. That's why I got to come back. I got to do what Malcolm tell me and what Nipsey tell me because Nipsey kept bringing up the blood and the genetics. And, excuse me, the man walked out of Master Burger because I seen some blood on his shoe in the Master Burger. He came outside on the sidewalk and I seen blood down on the sidewalk mixed up with several DNA. Then I seen him go around the corner where the alley at in the Master Burger and I seen the dumpster, but I think them dumpsters you can move them around. Then I seen him go around the back of the building. And blood back there, and I had seen a body laid there on the ground, and I didn't want to say that was Nipsey. But I had seen a dead body. Somebody had been beat up and killed back there before and shot back there before. Now I'm kind of wondering, I'm getting the feeling someone else was very hurt when Nipsey was hurt the same day. Then I hear that, I said, oh my God. That's why Nipsey took me down there, because people kept talking about, you saying it's blood here, it's blood there, you always talking about some blood, this place. Why does it have to be one place if that's not where it happened? That baby blood, Nipsey's blood was mixed down there at that goddamn Master Burger. I told you it started down there. Went round the corner and in the back. Went up towards the Marathon. And I don't see him staying in there. Because remember I told you I seen the nigga outside When Cowboy said he went to take the burger back there, I said, which one is it, Cowboy? You taking it for yourself? You taking it for your damn nigga back there? And the nigga was outside. It was in the back. They were standing outside of the back of the marathon. I seen them out there in the back, a group of niggas. And then when I looked at it, they started beating him. And outside, yes, I know, Shelly, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Still was an outside force in here, another white phase. I'm seeing white and Asian mixed. I seen them outside. They jumped him, caught him out, and he was trying to fight. But he wasn't going to win because there was so many on. And like I told you before, it was a group on, it was a gang on. And he wanted to stay alive. He kept trying to fight and stay alive. And he wanted to get to his brother. Let me tell you some weird shit happened to me last night. I was talking to little Ermias. I saw him as a little boy. Because you have to understand, he was a man. He was a proud, strong man. A beautiful man. But when you get someone like that off guard and start kicking and beating them and shooting them, you don't want to fight the man. You want to reduce the man to a child. You want to curse them. You want to MK Ultra them. You want to reduce them to a childlike state so you can get the soul out of the man that is the most powerful and suck that out of them for power when they are in a childlike state, begging for their life, fighting, running, trying to block the blows, but you're making fun of them, shooting them. And he come in here, and he looked like he was about 6 or 7 years old. Beautiful little boy. You've seen pictures of him when he was a little boy. And he said, hi. I said, hi, baby. I wrote down some of what he said. And I said, let me do my crying tonight because I don't want to get up here with this bullshit. And the little part of him, because that's what he was reduced to. You had the grown man, you had the little boy. He was going in and out because of the way they did this. That's what they wanted. It was a spell to take the most innocent, most powerful thing from him, because, he was little. Yes, kill his pride and make him, he started being delirious in and out, and he was not able to stand on his feet and fight as a man. They couldn't handle him like that, especially if he had called backup and called his brother. He said it was the dark skin with the bald head. He said he wanted to kill Black Sam too. I said, he did? He said he wanted to kill both of us. And he said, this is somebody that they knew. He said, Nipsey knew one of these men involved with one when Nipsey had got locked up before. I don't know what that year was or what that mean. He said, this is someone he knew. Either that was his friend already, and they happened to see each other. They was locked up at the same time. Or he met someone in jail, and they were supposed to be friends, associates, and gang member here. He thought this was somebody cool with him. And I said, you was like a family member? And little Ermias, he said, yes, like Empire. I said, as little as you is, what you know about some Empire? He said, I watch Empire. I said, you like Empire? And I was sitting, he was about this tall. So I was talking to him as this little boy spirit in him. And I say, I wrote down, I said, how do you know about Empire, baby Ermias? And he say, because I watch it because I'm a lion. Roar. He's like a little bit baby boy. Roar. I said, you're a lion? I said, yes, you are. You're a Leo. You're a lion. He said he watched Lucius Lion and the lion symbols. And I said, so, Ermias, what are you saying? Are you saying a family member? Are you saying someone like a family member? He said yes, and he said male. So I'm not sure if he meant blood family, male, or in his blood family, associated like family, as well as in the gang, someone he trusted. Yes, he said, I saw it. It's just like they are on Empire. I said to men and women, he said, that whole family is like what happened to me. So I wrote down, I said, wow. And he said it was a Hispanic looking male and a male that also likes to play basketball and baseball that was involved, that was there. And he said a nigger was wearing his uncle's shoes when he was there. I said, Armias, there were relatives involved. He said a man kicked me deliberately wearing Puma shoes. I said, Armias, are you saying one of the men was an older man and had his nephew? He said there were relatives that did this to me, that he said was an older one. They had deliberately wore some Puma shoes to kick him in the face and head and up here and in the back. He said because they were jealous of the Puma deal. So it was like a mockery, like, haha, you got the Puma deal and you're wearing the shoes and you this and you that. Well, I kick you with the same Puma shoe. And I said, Armil, they kick you with a Puma shoe? He said, well, several of them had Puma shoes. And I said, okay, I know here in Atlanta, we're not into Puma. I know in different regions, a different thing, but I saw Nipsey in the Puma. I don't really know, but I assume for Nipsey to wear it, a lot of people like Puma in LA. And the baby, Nipsey, I say, baby, they wore some Puma? He said the low top. I started to look them up. He said there was 2 females involved in it, and one of the female had on Puma too, and she was laughing and she shot him. I say, a female kick you? He said, yeah. A female kicked me, but it looked like her Pumas were a dark color, and I saw somebody with a light color shoe, a low top, like a dope man style Puma, the old school fresh style Puma. Like we down here used to wear the old school dope man Nike. They still got that. And I looked it up. You know what he do? I said, Ermias, show me the shoe. Because I went online, I saw a whole bunch of shoes. Ermias, as I'm looking at the shoes, he said, I can tell you how to tell the difference. I said, how, baby? He said, because the bottom of the shoe. I can show you the pattern of the bottom of the shoe. Our Pumas are not the same. The bottoms are not the same. I found 2. I say at the most 3. On the design on the bottom, they were in the dirt. And his blood was on the front of a couple of niggas' shoes. And commingled in the bottom, because some of them cut themselves when they tore him or when they hit him and was beating him, shot him. They got some of their blood mixed in and it's on the shoe. Thank you, Elaine. I saw a suede one too. And so I started the pattern he showed me. I started to draw the pattern. I said, this the one, baby? He said, yes. And so I drew it. And he said there were 2 pregnant females there. One was more pregnant than the other. One was newly pregnant, basically hormonally pregnant, where it would show up in the pee, the urine, but the other one looked like a mixed or Hispanic and black or some lighter skinned girl that was a lookout. They had several lookouts. And then he said, can I hug you? I said, yes, baby, you can hug me. And he wrapped his little arms around me, and then he squeezed me. And I said, baby, I love you. I just squeezed him, and I said, you know, you have to go home to your mommy. Did you go see your mommy? You know who your mommy is? They call her Angelique. He said,
I know I don't want to go see my mommy tonight. I know my mommy. And I said, he said, if my brother, Black Sam, had been there, this wouldn't have happened to me. If I could call my big brother, it's my big brother, Black Sam, wouldn't have let this happen to me. I said, I know. He said, I want to call Black Sam. I said, but I couldn't call Black Sam to before this happened. He said, this would have happened to me. I wouldn't be over here. And I say, I know. But he wasn't sad. He was happy. He was smiling. He understood what happened to him. I said, so you know what happened to you? He said, they hit me here. They tried to put my eye out. He said, they hit me on my cheek. And he said, they tried to kick my teeth out. He said, they tried to hit me here. And they kicked me here. I said, you know that? He said, yes. He said, but shh. And then a white candle came up by his foot. And I looked at it. He said, shh. Don't tell Grandma. I said, why? He said, because I don't want Grandma to see me like this. She might die. Grandma can't take it. I said, baby, I think Grandma already seen. He said, and when he was going through that, he was trying to stay alive. He said, Lord, please don't let my mama see me like this. Don't let them let my grandmama see me like this. He said, he felt bad. He felt like he had let his brother down, his family down. He said, I keep trying to hold on because I don't want Black Sam to see me like this. He said, please don't let my grandmama see me. And you know who I thought about? Sam Cooke. Now, my father was murdered and beat up and tortured, but it was over a longer period of time. So my father had to be stronger and endure more because it was almost 8 years at a nursing home and suffering. Him and Sam Cooke were tortured and drawn out. Sam was tortured the same way over a period of time that day before they finally killed him. They wanted him to feel it. They wanted him to know. He said, I tried to hold on for my brother because I didn't want him to feel like I wasn't strong and that I gave up. I waited for my brother. But a part of him has kind of made peace because he understood there was no way he could get out. But this is just what he was thinking. And he was telling me how he felt. And then he said, Miss Alexyss. I said, yes, baby. Can I spend the night with you? I said, of course you can, but you got to go see your mommy. He said, okay. I said, I tell you what, I got a big old bed upstairs. And I got a whole bunch of blankets and pillows. I got teddy bears on the other side. You can go on the other side and get comfortable with the blankets and the bears. I won't even know you're there. You can go stay on the other side. He said, okay, I want to stay with you tonight. I said, then you got to go see your mama. He said, okay, I'll see my grandma. I said, you know you got two mommies, right? You got your birth mommy and you got your grandma. You got two mommies. And that's when he said, shh, don't tell Grandma. I don't want Grandma to see me like that. So I don't know if his grandmother saw him. Because he said, Grandma can't take it. I don't want to kill Grandma. She can't see me like that. I said, you okay. I hope she didn't see you. And let me get into what else he said that was there. They say, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm willing to take the chance. When I got up this morning, Nipsey mentioned Columbia to me. Didn't I say, what you talking about here? You go again. I got to get back on Kevin Hart, but I ain't going to do it tonight. He mentioned the Challenger last week. Remember the Challenger spaceship, a Challenger and a poser. It was an explosion inside the car. But they was good and they was peaceful. Just had a sexual escapade. Then, I'm telling you, they turned on that man in that car. That husband turned on Kevin Hart. Well, they say he just lost control or some kind of mechanism went put on the brake. No, something went on where they turned. It turned in the car, and it was an eruption with them emotional in an argument, a fight in the car. That's how it swerved and went up and over. And he said, well, fine, all of us gonna die in this motherfucker. And then he got out holding his one ass, wouldn't move. Real soul.
spinal cord and backbone and shit broke up and twist off and fucking sticking out. Something else gonna happen to Kevin Hart. I don't know what he going through, or some type of initiation, or something he didn't do, but there's something else going on with him, because that man reminded me in the Challenger spaceship. There was only one black man in that astronaut. He reminded me of Kevin with the height. That's the similarity of the features. Nipsey told me this morning, Columbia. I said, what is it? He said, spaceship. I said, the Columbia spaceship crashed? He said, yeah. And I said, you talking about Columbia, South Carolina? He said, and Raleigh, South Carolina. So I got her up and jumped up halfway asleep, and I bent down on the floor, got some paper, started scribbling around. I looked it up. There was one black astronaut on there, Michael Philip Anderson. He was born December 25th, 1959, died February 1st, 2003. Why did he die February 1st, 2003? Because he was on the Columbia space shuttle. The Columbia was coming back from space, and during the re-entry into the Earth plane, it immediately disintegrated into pieces. During the atmospheric entry, it disintegrated into tiny pieces, killing all 7 of the crew members. The Challenger exploded on the way out of space, trying to break the barrier to go from the Earth into space. 1986, it broke apart 73 seconds after takeoff. There's something going on here. What he told me is there's 2 niggas that had something to do with this. One done left and up there in Columbia, and one is in Raleigh. Talking on the phone. I know this might sound crazy, allegedly here. Talking on the phone with some niggas out in LA. Some of them hide. They scared they finna get fucked up. They're gonna be found out. Some of them niggas hiding. Them 2 done went out of town. Talking to someone that's older and that know about the situation, trying to protect them and watch over them in LA. Okay? I saw when some of these people did this, some of these niggas did this, they took off running into some areas around now, and it looked like some brick. First I thought it was brick apartments, because the young lady was trying to help me find it, and I looked for low income or projects or high crime drug infested apartment. We didn't see it. And I seen one of them with the nephew, an older fat stomach nigga. Got a hair low or missing, receiving hairline and shit. They went over in these apartments, it looked like a duplex because it was brick. I'm going to tell you how it looked. Red brick, and the front porch is a concrete porch, but it's a wide slab of concrete, and it's got 2 doors right there on the porch with a metal screen door on the front. This is not too far from the Marathon store. The niggas ran down there. This round the goddamn store. What I'm trying to tell you is some of the niggas that had something to do with this are right in the area where the Marathon store, behind the store, side of the store, round that whole block, within a couple of mile radius of what the fuck they did. Because they started running through little cuts and shit. I see the red brick apartments. They not apartments stack up. I'm telling you, these look like side by side. Either apartment where it's right next door, the door closed like a duplex style, like apartment have 2 doors together on a porch. 2 metal doors, baby. That's right, Ginger was helping me look it up. That's what I forgot to tell her. I said, wait a minute, Ginger. I think what I seen is a set in a housing community of duplex houses. That's what I believe, because I seen some more beside that look just like it. The niggas around now that did it. And there's some older men that had something to do with this, with the young one. And he told that younger one, this is your initiation to help me beat up and kill Nipsey. Because of who he is, you're going to be famous. You're going to get a lot of street credit. You're going to make a lot of money if you do this with I'm trying to get your feet wet. I'm trying to initiate you and bring you in. And I see them pumas. And them bitches that were looking out. The niggas is round now. That's what I'm telling you now. See, I seen another one. I think it might be the same one I seen coming out the door of the duplex. This nigga like two things I seen that he eat. The nigga likes them cheap, not the expensive kind. The nigga like them iced out honey buns and cigarettes. This nigga that I'm talking about that ain't got that much hair around the front and the side. It's cut real low and got a little stomach. Brown skinned. The nigga always eating iced honey buns and smoking fucking cigarettes. He around that store. He got something to do with the shit. He was a part of the shit. The other one, that's the one, and he also sells drugs at that house he be in and around that area. He was doing it around the marathon. That's all he eat. Like he junk. Every time you see him, people that know him will know this because he always got an ice goddamn honey bun smoking. Apartments I ran behind, the numbers run together. 4365. They're duplex, red brick building. They run together. These people side by side, live next door to each other, do this shit together. Okay. Yes, this is another thing that you're going to think that I'm crazy, but I'm gonna say this anyway. As I was looking at the sidewalk at the Master Burger, I seen a goddamn snake. It was a nigga holding a goddamn python in this bitch. It showed me his head, the snake about this close to me. I looked at his face. He looked at me, I look at him. It was a real pretty snake. The nigga had the snake. His head was sitting up. I was so close to him. In the spirit, I could see the scales on his face and his little beady eyes. This motherfucker got a long ass, big ass python wrapped around him. One of these niggas that know something about this got a python snake. He wear the motherfucker wrapped around him, and he had the thing that was wrapped around his waist, and the head came up, light color, snake, real big old, it wasn't no black snake, it was a light color goddamn python. The nigga had the python up there, the goddamn marathon, walking around showing the motherfucker. I know what I seen. I know what I seen. Motherfucker sit up, cause the snake like to get outside in the sun. He like the sun bathe and get sun around his face, around his hairline. And he like to look out and have the breeze blow on his goddamn skin around a certain, like early in the day. He get out and sunbathe the goddamn snake, man. I look, it ain't got no teeth. It's not aggressive. It's not violent. Like he let people pet it, or he let people hold it, or take pictures with this thing. I said, what the fuck? Well, shit, they say I'm crazy in a goddamn way, so let me go on and say this fucking shit. One of the niggas, yeah, he had the snake have his fade, his hairline. He was doing like this. The sun was hitting him. We're hitting him all kind of way because the snake like to get his body, after he clean him off, get his shed his skin and shit, and polish him down. He take him out with a wrap around him, and if the sun was coming this way toward the marathon, the snake head, he had his head like this. He would get some air. Then I looked at him. He cut his eye. I said, Nipsey, a goddamn snake? It's a nigga with a snake, and look, it's a big python. He's a nigga with the snake. Let me get to it a little bit about Malcolm X and it's let me tell you, and I know you're not gonna like this. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like this. It's alright. when we deal with Malcolm X's grandson, I didn't get all the way in it. I got enough though to introduce it to you. Okay. I tried to read the grandson. The grandson is named Malcolm Latif Shabazz. I'm sure he probably has another name too. I might be missing the name. And I tried to talk to Malcolm Latif Shabazz. Now, I know that people say that he was killed by white people. He was killed by the CIA or FBI, and they had watched him. He was on a watch list, and I agree with that. I'm sure he was on a watch list. But not white folks did not kill, like, not directly, okay? And he did not commit suicide. He was murdered. Let me make that very clear. I'm just not finished with this yet, but I'm going to give you, like, is the master and unknown culprit. I don't know what that means, Shelley. Samantha didn't do anything to hurt her brother. When I said family, these were male. Samantha had nothing to do with this. Black Sam had nothing to do with hurting his brother. That's not what I'm saying, because I would have said it. I don't see that. That's not what I meant. These are not close up. His father and his mother had nothing to do with his murder. That's not, no. If you're thinking that's what I said, I would have said it. No, that's not what I'm saying. There's other people in the periphery of the family. So-called members know about this, hang around, trying to get close to his immediate family, like his mother, his father, his sister. And the gang family, but the little Nipsey said it's a family member that male, I see two males, that know about this, and I've seen they've been around the grandmother. Yes, so please, I did not mean the other thing if you're thinking that, because I would have said it. No. When I look at Malcolm Latif Shabazz, I started to talk to Malcolm X's grandson, who is his daughter's child. I think if I'm getting it right, or you need to correct me, Quabila, I think is Malcolm Latif Shabazz's mother. When I started to try to ask to speak to the soul and the mind of Malcolm Latif Shabazz, a demon jumps in and said, do not call him Malcolm. He is not Malcolm. He is not like his grandfather, Malcolm X. I said, okay. He said, call me Latif, which is Malcolm, the grandson, middle name, Latiff. Oh, I just got something go through my head of pain. He said, call me Latif. He said, that I am the demon that controls Malcolm Latif Shabazz, the grandson. He say, we fear Malcolm. To this day, we fear Malcolm. And we could not let him come back through any male descendants. We had to kill them. He said, I said, who are you? What group of demons? He said, I am the jinn. I'm from the family of the Muslim demons, the jinn. He said, when Malcolm went to Mecca, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's Mecca, he said, when he saw what it was like, yes, that's the one that killed Betty Shabazz. And Malcolm is upset with him, but Betty forgives him. Malcolm is not there. He wants no part of it. Yes, baby, he did. They in Mexico pushed off the roof. He said, when Malcolm went to Mecca and we wanted to stop him, there was black magic done on him through Muslim black magic. He said, and a jinn was placed. He said, I am the one. I was placed on Malcolm. He said, but Malcolm had raised his vibration so high that he was incorruptible and we could not penetrate him. We know that's true because the FBI have tapes you can hear on YouTube where they caught Martin Luther King cheating. Malcolm would not cheat. He had raised his vibration so high, he was incorruptible. He said impenetrable. So we feared him. And we knew if we didn't kill him, he would create an uprising that would lead to our demise. He said, so what we did was waited. And we went through the womb of Betty and his sperm, and we jumped. We waited on the daughters. And as soon as one had the sons, we jumped on Malcolm Latif Shabazz because he is corruptible. He's a paranoid schizophrenic. He had mental and emotional problems, and he was conflicted. He had character flaws and integrity flaws. Now, you can go listen to YouTube where 12 years old, he admits that he set his grandmother, Betty Shabazz's house on fire because he wanted to go back with his mother, who was a crack addict at the time. He thought that if he got in so much trouble, it would make them take him back to his mother, and his mother didn't want him back. The mother was dealing with a drug addiction. What he didn't know was that Betty is such a lion. Betty is Sekhmet, and she's a lioness. When he set the fire, I'm feeling Betty didn't know he did, and she wanted to save the grandson. So Betty runs through the fire to save this grandson that she didn't know set the house on fire, burned so much of her body. She didn't care about it. She wanted to save the 12-year-old grandson. And that's not what he wanted. That's not why he started the fire. Her body was so damaged by the skin loss and the fire, she could not live. So after a certain amount of time, I don't know if it was a month or so, she died. And I'm not sure where he went. If the mother could handle him, I have to look back. But whose father's sick? I don't know who you're talking about. But they're also saying he got this energy from his father. And after that happened, and he was 12, he got in and out of trouble. And what they're telling me, he was possessed with a demon. He was demonically possessed. And they're saying that he committed a lot of violent crimes and became a vicious gang member where he was robbing and stealing and killing people. And then they told me the word Molotov cocktail, that he would threaten to make Molotov cocktails or burn people up, set them on fire if you don't do what I say, or if I have to come back here, I'm going to set this place on fire. And then bloody. He's bloody. He's a blood gang member. But a very violent blood gang member that participated in murder and human sacrifice. He's admitting, my head, it feels like somebody just drove a knife to, he said I'm not lying. He is suffering. He's in hell. He's suffering. He's in purgatory. And he is not, I hate to say that, I'm sorry for y'all to get offended with me, but this is what the demon said. He said, I am in his bones. I have possessed him since his mother conceived him. Said he was a problem to his mother. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to say, but the mother wanted this child dead. The mother was tired of this child. He had disappointed her so much and done every level of debauchery he could think of. The mother was tired. Please forgive me that the mother hears this. If I'm wrong, I'm not wrong. But I apologize. I'm not going to take this one back. If I offend her, she's tired of that child. He was an embarrassment to her. He was heartbreak to her. He would do everything he could do to be hurtful and to hurt people, and very mischievous, very angry, very violent, very vicious, very vindictive, with a brilliant mind that never forget anything. Yes, he was a pyromaniac, but he was also very vicious and very violent. He will beat a woman's ass for a cat lick his ass. I'm talking, he'll whoop a bitch ass. Outside, in the house, round the corner, in the car. Hey, Brenda, this Malcolm X Jr., baby, wasn't that nice. But he would flip it. He would act like his grandfather, and I want to be my grandfather, and he wanted the fame and fortune and recognition of that, but he could not quite shake the notoriety, oh really, Shelley, of burning his grandmother up, the great Betty Shabazz, who was also incorruptible. She had her ways now. And her daughter, she had that mouth and that attitude. She was a gorilla with this shit. She wasn't gonna back down. When it was her way, that's what the fuck I said. That's what the fuck it is. You don't like it, what you gonna do? She was that way, and even there were conflict, disagreement, argument with the daughters and Betty. They didn't always see the way Betty Shabazz, and she feels like this. If I'm getting the right thing for this personality, if you can't go by my rules and deal with me, get out my house. Because it's what I said. And even grown, they bumped heads with Betty. I'm not going to completely say what I want to say. But I'm going to say that they were being watched and followed. I'm not going to, yes, the police was watching. They were being monitored by the government, and they saw the fire. They know that child was mentally ill and needed medication. If he wasn't taking the medication, he has a mental problem. He's a paranoid schizophrenic. He would see and hear things other people didn't see and hear. But I'm also saying that to get rid of Betty Shabazz was a part of someone's plan. And it wasn't a white person. It was somebody in that family. And that's all I'm going to say. Now, and it was female. What I will say, what else I want to say about him? Yes, Malcolm Jr., Latif, was a drug dealer. But he wanted, a part of him, he wanted to be in the street world, and he wanted to be like his grandfather and get that fame and fortune and recognition. But he didn't want to be his grandfather and do the work. He still had a lot of dirty shit in him, a lot of demonic shit in him. And he was talking to someone, because I see them doing demonic killing. He was a part of killing someone and cutting them open. This boy was a participation in murders, a lot of mayhem and violence. Malcolm X Jr. was, and people wanted him dead. Sometimes he wanted himself dead, because how he would snap into a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I see him beating a woman in the face, or just mouth bleeding, nose bleeding, eye bleeding. He got her like this. She had a problem with her ear after he hit her. He said, bitch, if you don't do what I say and give me no money, bitch, I'm going to come back and kill you next time. Okay, get to him. I'm seeing him doing stuff like this. I'm sorry. You think I would like to say this about Malcolm X grandchild? That's what they say. It's not good. He no good. That's what the demons say. He said, I got him. He do what I say. He sold his soul to me. He belonged to me. And when I started to look at Malcolm X Jr., the Latif, the first thing I heard, that's Malcolm Latif. He's in a lot of pain. They took their time. When he went to Mexico, he was meeting a friend there. He thought he trusted the guy. Want to come over there from what I'm seeing. Y'all, I'm sorry. But Malcolm made me go this way before he talked to Nipsey. He said this all tie in because he was undercover being surveilled by the FBI, CIA. They followed him. Agents followed him over to Mexico, but let me tell you who else followed him. There was a nigga he fucked with that he trusted that was so scared of him, and a female with a baby. They went to the police. And I also seen the border police. Because they were scared of him because something he had done to them, and they were secretly informing on him. So they was waiting on him over there, and the man that told him to meet him over in Mexico was supposed to be some type of worker, supposed to be helping social political issues. I don't know the name when I come back to tell you, but y'all can look up these things and find them on your own. Ooh, somebody just walked in here that I don't know. A white man tied to this case. He looks like an agent. Can I proceed? Or do you want me to be quiet? Okay, I'm not going to say anything else about you. All right. He doesn't want me to talk about the agent part because something else is still going on and I don't know what it is. But they were there. Can I say you were there? Because you were. They were there. He said, but we didn't set him up. He did it to himself. And this is a white man, an agent with the U.S. government. We were watching him. No, we didn't want him to become his grandfather, he's saying. But he was also involved in crimes, and we didn't want that to continue. He had done the very dirty things, and I saw a black guy who's supposed to be his friend. He's a gang member, terrified of him. A lady with a baby, terrified of him. They were hiding back in the dark in a police car. I saw him hiding, and I saw the young man tell the police on him, and they knew he was going to Mexico. Malcolm was going down there dealing with some kind of drugs, a drug deal. But he say, I'm going to do this one time, and then I'm going to straighten up and be like my granddaddy, and I have some money. And the guy he was supposed to be meeting told some Mexican officials, I think the guy might have been Mexican that he was meeting, set him up. He goes, Malcolm, this is all you can Google, because I looked at it, but then I listened to what the demons say. And he gets there, and they're saying in the public, it was something about an unpaid bill that Malcolm had in the bar. What I'm telling you is, it wasn't about the unpaid bill. The other one got on the telephone when he got there, and he was set up. They already knew they were going to kill him as soon as he came in there. They created a fake argument that, the beating started. The stomping started. The kicking started. Kicking him all in the head, kicking him in the eye, kicking him in the mouth. Does this sound familiar to you? Walked into an ambush, couldn't get out. It's talking. It shows that people say that when I talk about Nipsey, I'm talking about something around him. You see, so it's when I said the beating, and yeah, because that's what they did to Nipsey. And I didn't get it. I said, Malcolm, come on now. Why you ain't gonna want to hear this? Why you taking me all the way back? But you know, I have so much respect. I said, yes, sir. Okay. They lured him. They waited. They said it was cool. He was going somewhere, meet somebody familiar. He'd already talked to him. They told him it was going to be safe. And he walks into it. When he gets in there, they beat him and kick him all over. Beat him to death. Then they methodically take their time. The whole abdomen. First, they take him up on the top of the roof. He's already flatlined. Throw him off the top of the roof to the bottom. Get him. When they take their time, and they take the knives and scalpels, and they unhook the arteries and the veins. All this down in here is removed. Do you hear me? Organs removed. Ambushed. He think he walking to friends because his friend told him to come over the border. And they get there and they do that. So literally, when they're saying he jumped to commit suicide, I'm telling you from what I'm saying, what Demon said to me, when he's pushed, nigga dead, he already gone. And they took all this methodically. They didn't take their time because they used it for certain things. What? Ritual. I'm listening to this goddamn shit. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Malcolm loves Nipsey. He say, I'm looking at Malcolm and I'm doing the reading. And as I'm doing the reading, I go back to where he was the day he was assassinated, and he was laying there, and when Malcolm was laying there, I see his mouth. He opens it for me, and he said, And then I see Nipsey at one point. He said, ooh. And then when Malcolm breathed in the universe all this time, Malcolm said the first time Nipsey spoke my name out of his mouth, I went to where he was. Because I knew, he said, I knew when he called me, first he thought of me. And when he called me and he wore that chain, he said, I knew that they were going to attack him and I had to cover him because he was walking in my energy and I knew they were going to assassinate him. The same way they assassinate me, he said, I started to follow Nipsey. He said, and when that day came, it was a prelude to where we are now. He said, because when I took my breath and it was still hovering in the universe. And in the Akashic records, it was vibrating through the universe. And Nipsey took his last breath. He said, I merged with it. I became one with him. I got him. Because I felt him so strong when I did that first reading a few days after he was assassinated in April. Thank you, baby. Look for the brick red and the duplex. That's what I seen the nigga at. And he grabbed him, he said, and I started writing his name, Malcolm, and then I put the X, and I said, Malcolm, why you won't let me draw the X completely? He said, because X is the factor. He said, the X chromosome is the one that we are dealing with, because the X chromosome has been damaged, and he said that is in the chromosome of the blood that dripped down and commingled with Nipsey. I said, so this is a male? And I looked it up. There are X chromosome deficiencies that are in the DNA when I saw it commingled together down there at the Master Burger. And the nigga's shoes with it on, and he kicked him with them shoes. When I see the groove down at the bottom of the goddamn shoe, I see the pattern that he was wearing. And I said, so that's where we're going, Malcolm DNA. He said, yes. I say, okay. And we're dealing with Colombia. And we'll be dealing with the challenges you get. Is you with me? And I'm going to break it down and I'll come back later on. Colombia, is that movies? Hollywood? Colombia is the goddess that you're dealing with. And Colombia is the spaceship that is disintegrated when you hit the earth realm. I said, so we're dealing with X, and XY. He said, yeah, there were men and women involved in doing this to my son Nipsey. He said, Nipsey's like a son to him. XX girl, XY boy. And the X, which will show upset and dysfunction in the female, and X and damage in the X chromosome of the male that was a part of this. He say DNA, here we go with the serpent, like that big snakes, the nigga wearing a python that be up there, a light color goddamn python. Not spiritually, I'm telling you, it's a real fucking python snake. Alive and breathing. That's what the fuck I'm saying, in case you misunderstand me. And now we're dealing with the python and the DNA, the double helix. If y'all can find me a nigga out there that hang around out there with a goddamn snake, let me know. You say the DNA, Malcolm say the X is the doorway. The G, doorway, Masonic. This was Masonic when you deal with these genes as well. The secret societies know this and understand this, and they were involved with this. Somebody was Mason that had something to do with this. He said that's the Masonic gateway, the compass in the square, that opens a door to cosmic time walls, to walk the corridors of the cellular membranes of the library of knowledge. Knowledge. Know and ledge. You must know the cellular structure of the mind of the man. They didn't know the cellular structure of the mind of the man. Nipsey, Ermias. Because when they killed him, they thought it was going to be it. And yet God will rise. He's risen to tell his story to who will listen, to who he trusts. Malcolm X said, the X chromosome factor of Nipsey cannot be controlled, stolen, or contained within the cerebral cortex or destroyed by physical death, but only ascend back into the records of Sirius and the annals, which will be the records of events year by year of his life. Annals of the Grand Council of the L. Nipsey's Cosmic Family Records and his anthology, which would be the collection of literary works, poems, short stories, songs. He said this will still live on, and these, what he did was a prelude to meet me in the astral. From the first moment you took your breath to call my name, I heard you. And then we took the last breath, he got it. To help him ascend. And then I'm looking at Malcolm mouth open. I'm looking at Nipsey mouth open. Malcolm released the breath. Nipsey released the breath. Malcolm catch the breath. Malcolm merged with us. I said, goddamn, Malcolm, what you trying to say to me? Both y'all got y'all mouth open with breath in it. I said, let me look this up. Opening of the mouth ceremony. Head goddamn meal. I didn't know nothing about this. It's called the Egyptian. It's the opening of the mouth ceremony where we're dealing with the jackal mask. Here we go with Damascus again. Jackal mask impersonator Anubis. To drink, to eat, and to speak. How must to cause the body that has been destroyed physically. You're dealing with Ptah, you're dealing with Sekhmet, you're dealing with Anubis, to cause it to ascend and to help heal the Ka, which is the soul. You do the opening of the mouth ceremony. I'm still learning. This is basically what I'm learning, so that the spirit can talk to you from the other side to tell you what you need to know. Malcolm is helping to assist and perform the opening of the mouth ceremony for Nipsey. It says, this is a priest of Anubis, the guide of the dead, and the god of tombs and embalming, performing the opening of the mouth ritual. Ancient Egyptian ritual described in funerary texts such as the pyramid text. The opening of the mouth ritual was performed so that the person who died could eat and drink again in the afterlife. That's why I should have given him his things. The ceremony involves up to 75 episodes. It's long and it's a beautiful prayer. It's lots of prayers. And its most complete version includes the following stages. Episode 1 through 9, preliminary rites. 10 through 22, animation of the statue. 23 through 42, meat offerings aligned with Upper Egypt. 43 through 46, meat offerings aligned with Lower Egypt. Episodes 47 through 71, funerary meal. Episodes 72 through 75, closing rites. The opening of the mouth ceremony, Anubis, this is the book of the dead, contains a spell for this process which the deceased may use on themselves. And it goes into this beautiful prayer. It's like my mouth is opened by Ptah. My mouth bonds are loosed by the city god. Thoth has come fully equipped with spells. He looses the bonds of Set from my mouth. Atum has given me my hands. They are placed as guardians. My mouth is given to me. My mouth is opened by Ptah with the chisel of metal with which he opened the mouth of the gods. I am Sekhmet Wajet, who dwells in the west of heaven. Do you see what Malcolm is bringing to Nipsey? He loves Nipsey. I'm not even finished yet. That's just a little bit. I wanted to share some of this with you all to show you the beauty of this man, Malcolm X. What a beautiful, powerful man. He's been in the ether still studying. what did he say too? He said he was in Sirius, the Sirius star, and Anubis came forth, the dog star. This is also where some of Nipsey's library, the cellular library, is contained within the golden libraries of Sirius. Then, God, I feel him. You're not gonna believe this. I even saw Coretta Scott's King, and to me, she's segment. To me, Betty's segment. She's fire like me. She's a warrior. I saw Steve Coakley and Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory would not look at me. Okay. Dick Gregory was on the left side, and I don't know why he wouldn't speak to me. Dick Gregory had no interest in talking to me. I don't know why he popped up, because he just basically acted like he didn't see me. I'm invisible. When I talked, he wouldn't look at me. He kept looking the other goddamn way. You know. He was looking at Steve Coakley. Steve Coakley said, you knew what happened to Malcolm. And then Malcolm said to Dick Gregory, you did know I was going to be killed. And he said, well, I told you not to go, and I wasn't coming, and you wouldn't listen to me. And then Steve Coakley is a top researcher. You can look at him. He died. Really good researcher. You can see him on YouTube, Steve Coakley. Steve Coakley and Dick Gregory had done, I think, a Martin Luther King special together, talking about how he got killed, why, the who, what, when, where, and why, and broke it down for everybody years ago. And Steve Coakley said to Dick Gregory, you knew something about me getting killed, and you could have warned me. And then Dick Gregory said, I told you to shut the fuck up. You talk too motherfucking much, Steve. You digging all these white folks' business. You talking about Illuminati, and you want to tell, and you want to expose shit. And I told you to say certain things, Steve, but don't go too goddamn far. So then Steve said, but you didn't tell me that, you didn't warn me. You a double agent. You a goddamn agent, Dick. And then he was like, fuck you, motherfucker. It ain't my fault you goddamn got killed. You got your own motherfucker self killed. So I'm looking at Steve. I'm looking at Dick. And he's like, fuck you. And then Steve look at me. He said, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? Dick Gregory do know who set me up. I told Dick Gregory no more than he think. He knew stuff inside about the CIA that he wouldn't even tell me. And he said, fuck you. Dick Gregory said, fuck you. I ain't had nothing to do with that, Steve, and pull a damn blade on Steve Coakley and said, I'll kill your goddamn ass again. I said, Dick! What? Dick wouldn't look at me. He was looking at him. He said, I'll kill your goddamn ass again. Steve said, see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? And I said, Steve, you said that Dick know that the CIA planned and that Dick got inside information because Dick was an agent. He said, that's exactly what I said. He was a double agent. Ain't that right, Dick? I said, Dick. Dick still wouldn't respond to me. He said, shut the fuck up. And he pulled the shit up the head. It was a big blade. It was shining. Dick still off the chain. He said, I'll kill your mother. He said, that's your motherfucker. You talk too motherfucking much, Steve. Then he said, God damn it. He said, the flick. I'm in the bathtub. This shit going on in the bath. I'm taking a bath, and they pull this shit on me while I'm trying to wash my ass. I said, Dick, don't cut him, Dick. And he looked like, fuck, like, he don't see me. He don't hear me. Nigga didn't respond to that motherfucker said. They looking this way right here. I'm right here, soaking, trying to take a bath. Dick right here to the left. Steve to the right. Dick won't look at me. Steve said, you see what I'm saying? He's a dirty motherfucker. The nigga's a plant. The nigga's back. He getting madder when Steve is saying the shit about him. He said, that's your fault. They poisoned you and found your motherfucking ass unconscious with tube jacked all up in you in the goddamn hop. I said, for y'all that don't know, Steve was found like that. Steve was looking real bad towards the end when he was trying to expose Illuminati and talk about white folks, this and that. And, he ain't had nobody around him. Next thing you know, I don't know if the video's still on YouTube, but Steve was unconscious like this with some tube in his nose, tube in his mouth, tube in his ass, in his arm with a machine going beep, beep, Pete, somebody had snuck in and found Steve. They had hid and like moved around from hospital to hospital. Didn't nobody know where Steve was. Then when somebody came up on him, they took a little damn recording on the phone with Steve was unconscious with tubes all up in him. Somebody had poisoned him. And then Dick Gregory picking at the man. To my that ain't my motherfucking fault. They found your ass jacked up with your head. And Steve kept looking at me, talking about Dick Gregory know the inside plan of the shit and let him get side up. And this shit was so much. I said, you know what? I got to come out of this shit. And then the old as Dick gray head ass is finna damn slice that man up. And then Dick Gregory, like he looked like he was finna swing, like swash back and forth. I said, wait a minute, I didn't ask for this. And then Malcolm said, no, you don't trying to tell you got to see this shit. I'm like, Malcolm, what? He said, that's, I said, okay. I don't know if it's true. But Steve told me he sawed him up. Then Malcolm said, how you know, and why you didn't come down there, got shot. He said, I told your goddamn ass don't fucking go down there, Malcolm. Then Coretta Scott King came in the shit. She was talking to Betty. Then she going back and forth, dropping salt on Dick. I said, man, I got all these legends in my house, man, and they mess as heck. Let me come back out, because somebody had said when MLK was standing there in the door and the shooter came down, there was a nigga behind MLK with a gun that was told to shoot MLK in the back of the goddamn head. And I said, wait a minute. So, MLK got shot 2 goddamn times? A nigga that he trusted close to the detail shot in the back of the head and then shot from a dip. Said no, but it was finna go down to make sure that one of the niggas in the crew were gonna shoot MLK in the back of the head while the other one hit him up, what was it, the side of the head in the front somewhere? I'm looking at that, I said, I can't, this too much on me. Why y'all coming here fucking with me? I'm just trying to get, like, look, let's let me get out. I had to get up out the bathtub about this bullshit. They were going back and forth. I said, let me write this down and just put this basic shit. Yeah, he was near 100. And even though Dick Gregory was near 100 years old, he over there pulling weapon and shit on people. Because the man was accused and talking loud and said he was going to whoop that man's ass and said, you already dead, I'm going to kill you again in this bitch. How you feel about that, Steve? I said, what? I said, but see, what bothered me, Steve kept looking me in my eye. Dick on the left hand. Dick wouldn't look at me. So I say, Steve, I seen him. I said, why does Steve look me dead in my eye? And he's saying this fuck shit about Dick to Dick's face. And Dick getting mad, talking about he'll cut this man and up. But Dick won't look at me and say that it's a lie and give me. And he said he started accusing him of that shit. And see, that made me want to be, want to be curious. He had told his brother, fuck him. He said, I'm going to kill you again. Say something else about me now. That is this shit too much on me. That's about it. I got to finish with Malcolm. I got to finish with Nipsey because it's so beautiful. They're doing a ceremony right now. They have the ancestors there. It's beautiful. They're bonding with each other. He's talking to Nipsey. And Nipsey's humbled himself. I'm even more. I was so intimidated. I'm like, oh my God, how can I write something Malcolm say? Oh my God, D. Malcolm? Oh boy, I'm nervous. And he just told me, look, just relax. I'm a regular person. I said, give me permission. They be cutting the food. They come in here. And then Dick older than Steve, but Dick was strong. Dick still kind of agile, like he was going to whoop the younger man ass. Well, he didn't say whoop. He said, I'm going to kill your ass a second goddamn time because you talk too motherfucking much. I said, hey! He's like, fuck this shit and fuck your motherfucking ass. Come on. I said, Dick, you doing? I'm on the other side. Man, they don't just... Anyway. I'm going to come back and finish this. Don't ask me what day, because I'm tired. I got all these readings to do, and I want to sit on it so much because I think it's a beautiful reading, although many parts of it are so sad. But this part, yeah, I know a lot of it was sad, but the part with them is beautiful, and I'm honored to be the one to bring it through. I'm honored that Malcolm will allow me to speak, to transcribe. So one of the strip mall is Nipsey. I'm sure it was there way before the murder. I can tell it's him because of the beard. Yeah. And I'm telling you, some of them in there is really dirty. What was done, and there must be justice. There must be universal justice, spiritual justice, ancestral justice. We have to still pray that he gets justice and keep his name going. Speak of him, pray for him, have his candle. Now y'all notice the candle because I'm in the front trying to concentrate and do my readings. But when I light the candle, I lit that candle at first. I thought something was wrong with it because it was burning so low. I thought it was going out until y'all told me that thing is big, isn't it? That's Nipsey's candle. I got him a fresh candles. I always let him pick the color he wants because there are different colored blues, and that's the blue he wanted. Around and come back to the plaza, it only shows after. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like Google might be eliminating the buildings, the pictures, because I wanted you to see. I saw what that house looks like, the brick and the duplex with the double doors. 2 doors on the same porch with the screen, the black metal screen. That's where one of these guys is, and he has a nephew that helped to do that. I also want to tell you the cues and the shoes, the things I saw that he showed me. I love all of you, and I'm glad when people call me names and make fun of me and call me crazy and say I have a mental problem. You all that love me and support me and donate to me so I can keep doing the work and researching and sharing what Nipsey brings to me with you. It means everything to me that you love me and that you support me and that you have my back. It makes it easier for me to deal with people that laugh and call me names, and then you all constantly researching, and it makes me feel better when you all find something to confirm something that I said. I really want to know about the snake. Don't you? I really want to know about that snake. I couldn't believe it when I was like, a snake face? Why is it a snake face? And then I started looking down and I saw the man. It was a black man the snake was attached to. He's not a very big, tall, not in the sense of being tall. He's not a very tall man that owns this python. But he's kind of, well, I guess he has to be muscular because that snake is just muscle. It's a big, heavy snake. He walked around with it. They showed their ass over here, baby. Dick don't give a fuck. I'm calling, trying to tell him to get off Steve. He said, I'll kill you right now. A second time, I kill your ass again. Keep talking. He said, you see what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? I know he was in it. I know Dick he's an agent. And I said, ain't that man an agent? He said he worked for the CIA. I said, Steve? He said, I've been noted. I got some paper on him right here. He tried to pull the paper. Then that's when Dick swang the damn knife. And it was shining. It was big, too. It looked like a goddamn straight razor. I said, Dick, I didn't know you pulled knife on niggas and cut niggas. I didn't know you did it like that. The shit looked brand new. Like he had spit and shined that fucker. Like he carried it in his pocket. He pulled it so fast. And I said, whoa, I ain't know the nigga had no goddamn blade. And when he started saying that agent shit, that's when Dick jumped dirty with this shit. I jumped up out the water. I said, what? I said, I can't tell nobody this shit. Because, you know, people, they love Dick. They don't get mad because I said that shit about Dick Gregory. I ain't said that. I'm just repeating what that man, what Steve said about him. Said he had a file. And when he started putting the paper up, he said, I'm going to give you the paper. That's when Dick jumped dirty and pulled it. I said, all right then, player. Look, Dick, I ain't got nothing. Look, I ain't gonna say nothing. Don't say nothing about no more paper. You got a dossier on Dick and Dick dirty. Leave dirty Dick alone. I'll talk to you later on, Steve. You see what I'm saying? He said, how you know, Dick? He said, call you in with that shit. You was an agent, Dick. That's how you know. And I said, Dickie! He wouldn't look at me. He said, say something else. Say it a fucking again. Say it again. And then he looked, he said, this what I'm saying. I've been known about him. He got me killed. He got me killed. Anyway, I don't think I don't know if I want to get into that because that's a sensitive subject for a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying this. Allegedly, this is what I heard in the spirit. Don't start confronting me about Dick. Okay? I could have heard it wrong, but Steve kept saying it. Steve kept accusing him and said he shot his ass up. That's all I know. What the spirit had said, and then he talking about that's why Steve was jacked up on some wires and tube in the hospital. And I said, wait a minute. How you know that? Because he was hid. Steve was jacked up. He mysteriously died. I'm finna get up out this here. I'm gonna let this go. I'm telling again, that was allegedly. Maybe I heard it wrong. What Steve Copeland and Dick Gregory was saying. But I made my eyes buck. Anyway, thank you for watching this edition of AKT Celebrity Reads with this wild, fi-fi, hot ass shit I got going on over here. These spirits are here. And I love y'all. And y'all mean everything to me. I'm so glad y'all stick by me. Y'all the only really one that stick by me on the family that I got beside my child, honey. And it means everything to me. So I'm going to keep, as long as you want me to do these readings, as long as you send me love, and send me donations, and support me, I'm going to keep doing the readings for you. And because I know that bothers me about Nipsey, I'm very stressed out about this shit. But the best thing I could do is try to tell you clues, y'all, so we can put the pieces together to help get justice and help it come out who did this to that baby. So, I'll see you again as soon as I can get this finished for another AKT Celebrity Reads. I love you all. Good night.